I feel them all, but when they get me, I feel like a little bit like, you know, in the football team when you used to line up.
Were you always the last one?
No, I was the first one in the football team, but now I know what it feels like.
So for soccer, you're the first, but
yeah,
for sex, you would be the last one.
Definitely the last for the sex. Yeah.
How different is it, though, being on tour now that you're more stable, you're more mature, you're a little bit more... You've lived a little bit than when you first went out on tour? And presumably also you're a bit more in charge of your own destinies now than when Take That were first put together.
That's definitely the whole change for us this time, is that it was our whole life last time, and there's no time for anything else. But we do have other lives now, so it's sort of half our life. And there's no question about it.
Right, that's a young and happy band there, look at that.
There's no question, we've got obviously all the control now, and it's nice to be in control of your own destiny.
The question that people are still asking you, they're probably all going to keep asking you until it either happens or it's definitively ruled out, is if and when Robbie will ever join you guys back on stage again. I know you must get a bit tired of this, but it's the question people, because it does seem odd that he hasn't. And he almost did, he seemed to, and I know any number of times you've spoken to him, and even now I can see that your body language is such that you've all tightened up on me and you started grinding your jaw. But that was fascinating, just sort of said it, you sort of went... I can hear them grinding together. What's the status on there? What's the latest? Do you know what's going on?
I suppose out of all of us, I was probably perhaps the most hopeful that he might join us at some point.
I really thought he was going to. He told me he was going to.
But then again, you know, more recently I thought, well, probably if I was him, I wouldn't either. Do you know what I mean? Why should he? He's doing all right on his own. Do you know what I mean?
But it's not about that, is it? It's not like he needs to do it, and it's not like he needs to do it for any other reason than the fact that you guys are back on the road. There's presumably no longer any bad feeling between you. I know there was for a very brief period, but you know, if he wanted to now,
he might, at some point...
Is the door still open for him from your side?
Always. Yeah, absolutely.
OK, what do you most enjoy about being back together again? What do you most enjoy about being on stage together? Is it the time you actually get performing in front of your fans? Are there moments when you're doing something on stage where you look at each other and you just, you know, can't believe you're back together again? Or is it just the time you get to spend away from the audience, when you're rehearsing together, when you're just hanging out together? What's the nicest thing for you?
It's not a night that goes by, you know, we're on stage and, you know, you don't have a moment where you look at each other and go... Do you know what I mean? We're still here, what we're doing, kind of thing. It's always a bit... Sometimes it's weird. But it's always nice.
What are the best songs to do together on stage? What are the moments when you know, coming up, that the audience is just going to go bananas for you? Would it be try, we have a little bit of patience, yeah. Come on, one time, give it patience, baby. That one. You like that one? You like that version? You can have that arrangement.
Actually, Rule the World in this concert.
So this is the new single, which is a great single, by the way.
Yeah, it's a great piece in the concert.
When are you doing London dates?
Beginning of December.
Yeah, but apparently they want me to join you on stage and get a lap dance. And on that night, none of you get a girl, I get all four of them. Let me ask you about, then, the way it works, just for you guys as a unit now, because presumably you've all got... You were saying earlier, it used to be your whole life, performing. Now, presumably, you all have to respect each other's time, each other's space, and each other's families a little bit more, because you've all got other things going on. Is that easy to do? Do you have someone who kind of masterminds that, or do you just all kind of, like, very cautious of using up the other person's time and space?
Yeah, we're all pretty respectful of each other, aren't we? We're always talking and discussing what to do now. And before we do anything, it's a big decision and a sit-down. Because, you know, although it appears we're everywhere, we actually... I don't think we work as often as people think we do. No. We really take seriously having weekends off, etc., etc.
You know, I don't know if you... I think we spoke last time about the time when you decided, yeah, maybe this could work. Maybe if we got better together, this would work. But do you know that some of that was filmed? No. When you first met up again and decided that those first moments where you approached the fellas and said, how about this?
You mean the documentary?
No, there's some other footage.
Oh, really?
Which you might not have seen.
No.
This might be the first time. This is, I think you're like, this is when Gary first approached the boys. Have a look at this.
I don't know what it were, but something told me at the time to put Take That back together. Well, it was actually my bank manager's idea.
This can't be right.
Guys! It's me, Gary Barlow! You there?
Hey, you look so thin.
Oh, thanks. What happened?
The royalties dried up, Gary. Now we forage here for food. Think of it, Gary. Me, Jason Orange, reduced to this. I'm really grateful Nan is not alive to see it.
Look, I'm putting the band back together. Are you in?
I'm sorry, Gary. 10 years is a long time.
We wouldn't wish to sully the memory of Take That.
All right.
Only joking, we're fucking starving!
Take that!
That's how it happened, apparently. So that was from Star Stories. You'd seen that before.
We can't stop watching it.
Oh, it's funny, isn't it? It is funny.
Whoever's done that, they've researched it well because it's so accurate.
OK, let me ask you about the new single, OK, which is in the movie Stardust, which I should say was written by my beautiful and talented wife. Thank you for that pathetic lack of support.
She is, you know. You don't know this, right? I've watched you countlessly, countless weeks flipping flirt with all the, you know, your female guests and stuff.
That's right, yes.
Without any reference at all to your wife and your wife's beauty.
Yeah.
And I've met her,
Yes.
and I know why. No, I'm only kidding.
She gave you the lap dance. I thought it was Mark.
Jonathan's got a beautiful looking wife, hasn't he?
She's lovely.
Do you like her breasts?
Just look at her face.
You lying fucking breakdancer. That's what I say.
She came.
Never.
Because she came to Gary's house.
Oh,
and the
she
day
came, didn't she come to the studio when you were recording the thing?
Yeah, it had been raining, so her nipples are really hard as well. So
They weren't nipples, they were shields I put in there to keep you guys off her.
She's all right, mate. She's all right.
Well, thank you. But it's a great single. How long does it take you to write a song? Because you seem to be someone who genuinely has a gift for this kind of thing. Say I said to you, we really need a single, we need a new song. Would it take you more than an hour?
Writing a song about an hour usually.
Seriously?
Yeah, but there's other processes going around it, so you'll record it and you'll change little bits. But in general, an hour would be.
So do you just walk around with lots of tunes in your head?
Rule the World, I don't know if everyone remembers, but we actually wrote that chorus in Spain. We were backstage at a show and we wrote